eno ye Extreme Media UJ. Subscribe for all updates.
To say is that in the dispensation of justice in Uganda, there are very many actors. The first is the law enforcement body, particularly the Uganda Police Force. We play our part. From our perspective, if we suspect you to have committed an offense, and a very particular offense, we shall arrest you and we shall propose these, because we bring certain facts before the office of the DPP. Now it is you are likely to go free, but by the time the charge is sustained, then it means there is water in what we are saying. That is one. Two, for any charge brought against, it must be in respect to a written law. If it is inciting violence, in the first place, that offense must exist within statute books. So we charge persons in line with written laws. So I hope that one is clear, that the onus to tell whether you are worth a charge or not at the end of the day does not lie in the police hands alone. So there are checks and balances as you are being taken through the justice ladder. So we assume that in our democratic dispensation, there is enough time for you to survive allegations, if those allegations don't hold and are being brought by police. Ndugu Tamale says that does police have a report on the arrests and lives lost during elections? I have not been given that information yet, but if it ever comes out, I will certainly share it. At the moment, I don't have this information, but I will be eager to share it as soon as it reaches my desk. Ndugu Tamale went ahead and asked about police occupying the home of former presidential candidate Chagulanyi. We are still having presence around the precincts of his home, like I shared earlier, and I have also shared before that we are doing it for security reasons, in the interest of the security of the country. The question as to what offense has he committed, if he commits a very particular offense, like I said earlier when I was talking about these issues, we would certainly either invite him to police or arrest him and take him to court. But at the moment, just know that there are very specific operational postures around his premises in the interest of national security. Tamare asked about whether there is a curfew. There is no curfew. There is no curfew. A curfew is a highly restrictive measure on movement of persons. We are not having curfews around. What we are having are spot checks in the interest of security and in line with the execution of our duties. under the law, the police is allowed, the police has the powers to stop any person and check you, and out of that check, I would like to further bring to your attention that police can further make arrests arising from that check, can also do seizures and impoundment of items in the interest of an investigation or something that could have been identified arising out of that snap or stop check. We appeal to you to continuously remember the powers of the police. If an ordinary person was to put up a snap check, that would be a totally different matter. But if it is police, and Uganda police in particular, we have that power. We are not the only ones who have that power. Even other police institutions in other countries. So I guess that one is clear. Ndugu Shamimu raised an issue that at what point do you hand over a suspect without a statement? I would like to re-echo this, that when we arrest persons, we collect statements from all relevant witnesses, but also extract a statement from a suspect. But I have guided before that under our laws, should a suspect choose not to give a statement, you cannot extract it by force. And it is not the first time, as a general practice in our execution of our legal mandate, we have taken people before to court on the statement of those who accuse them. Because the rationale is that whatever the suspect says in terms of a statement is not entirely what we are basing on to charge him. It is simply in satisfying because we need his side of the story. But even if he does not give his side of the story, we can use the side which accuses him to press our charges. So I think that one is a bit clear on whether we can take a suspect to court with or without a statement. Holding charges. Yes, in our, although I don't want to become a legal gymnast, waliwo mumasao Mrs. Natasha Museveni Kalugire, mwala wa President w'eggwanga, yajja neyemulugumya ku bantu abagulawo account mu linnya lye ku TikTok nezi WhatsApp nga bakozesa ekifaananyi kye. Bano abantu bagenda maaso ne balya ssente ku bantu. Nga security twayenyigiramu ne tusanga nti abavubuka bali bana era nga baoperatingira Iganga nga mwe muli Isabiye Ashraf, Mulondo Rahman, Kakaye Zubair ne Egesa Sharif. Bana abavubuka bwe twabakwata twabasanga ne simu cards nyingi ne simu ze baali bakozesa, era bwe twogerera tubayina nga tugenda kubatwala mu mbuga z'amateeka ku misango egyo. Naye kye twagala okukubiriza abantu nti mugezeeko nammwe okubeera abalabufu. Gwe omuntu akusaba atya ssente ng'ali ku mutimbagano, nawe n'oziwaayo. Ate emisango gino mingi nnyo gye tutera okuregisteringa abantu nga babasaba ssente okugenda okufuna passports. Ndowooza ne mukwano gwange ajja kubabuulira, ate bakutwala okukyogerako ndugu Claire atera okubabuulira ku kintu ky'endangamuntu. Surely omuntu w'oku social media akufunira atya endangamuntu? Passport, visas, ate ekya visas kyo emisango tuyina mingi ku police. Bw'oba oyagala visa genda ku kitebe kya embassy eyo, naye bino nti nze nyamba abantu okufuna zi visa abo abasinga bonna baffere. Ate oluusi bagenda ne babasingamuko ku magezi nti bw'aba afuna ssente ezo agezaako nnyo okulaba nti bwe tunaaba tujja nga poliisi okunoonyereza, buli kamu akozesa obukodyo bungi nnyo. So tugezaako okubalabula nti abantu abo bwe mubafunye musharinge information eyo ne poliisi. Kati ku ekikwatagana lese ne Madamu Natasha muwala wa president, omuntu akwatagana ne amaka ga president muntu mwangu waku tracinga no verifyinga. Ofisi ya president eyina emitimbagano ne kwetadde ne hotlines zaayo. So engeri gyojja n'osanga omufere ku social media munaku 2 n'osanga ng'omuwadde ssente, ekyo nakyo kyenyamiriza. So tubasaba mugezeeko nnyo obutagwamu obutego bw'abafere bano. Nja kuba nsharinga namwe enamba zaffe za police, naye kansooke mbawe story n'endala. Tuzze tulaba abantu ku mitimbagano gya social media, n'abalala oluusi bajja ne batutuukirira ku bulabe obuba babatuusizaako oluusi ne mu bitundu gye basulamu. So twaze tufunayoko information ekwatagana ne obumenyi bw'amateeka mu areas za Kira municipality. Era poliisi yaffe mu weekend yonna ewedde tuzze tukola ebikwekweto, naye twagala n'okubategeeza nti bino ebikwekweto bijja kuba bigenda mu maaso. Era bwe twagendera okumalira nga tuyina abantu 95 betunywedemu bwe tukwase. Era nga twakola operation nga 3 February mu Kireka, Kamuli, Kyaliwajala ne Naalya, eyo ne tukwatayo 62. Twakwatayo abalala 14 nga 9 February, naye waliwo n'abalala be twakwata 19 nga 4 February mu Kulambiro, Kyanja ne Kisaasi areas generally. So it happened and their luck ran out and we nabbed them and they will certainly face the law. So we encourage you to report fake accounts or suspicious persons. I will be sharing with you police contacts, which contacts I've always mentioned here. When you call them, you are received at police headquarters and action is triggered because they come into our operation room. But before I share the contacts, let me also share with you this other story or issue. In the areas of Kira, that is Wakiso district, we have been carrying out a number of operations. We have come across a number of concerns from our citizens. Some of them mention their concerns on social media. They share their plights. I would like to give you assurances as members of public out there that for any concern raised on whatever platform, we try our level best to follow it up and also to carry out necessary operations to address them. As a result of those concerns in respect to crime around the Kampala metropolitan areas, our officers carried out operations in Chira municipality, one on the 3rd Feb in the area of Chireka, Kamuli, Chaliwajara Market, and Nalia. They nabbed 62 suspects, and 39 of them were charged in respect to being in possession of narcotics, and a number of them were processed. Those whom we find innocent, they are released. And why you find us taking them on essentially narcotics-related charges, we find them in possession. And most of these fellows, they are always found in groupings and certain hotspots. That's where they stretch from to cause mayhem. We also carried out an operation on the 4th in the areas of Kulambiro, Chanja, and Chisasi. 19 of them were arrested, and those were also arraigned before court. And on the 9th Feb, we also carried out arrests in Mulawa and in Sasa. 14 suspects were arrested. In total, we nabbed 95, and the majority of whom were charged. But the message I would like to share is we commend public cooperation and also urge people to report cases or suspicious persons, because our operations shall be continuous. The hotlines I would like to share with you, one is a toll-free, and it is 0801 99 699. The other is 0714 66 77 43. The MTN line is 0776 999 136. When you call these lines, any time of the day or night, you will be received, and your concern shall be shared with the relevant police officer for further necessary action. I thank you.
Abalungi abatuuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tuchaddeko ewa Sheikh Asiraf Dembe.
Sebo sanyise okubalaba amannya agange Yezese Asiraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tumuwa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba, tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa. Abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse sobola okumulombera edduwa, ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala. Neetaaze enamba yange yeeno eri 07 01 76 37 11. Nammwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu, viza zibuze, amaka gakolongotana, sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo, ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amannya go, ebyo byokka bijja kummala. Nja kukulombera edduwa, ojja kutereera. Olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa eyawamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.